Back here, making a name for himself all over the world as far as wrestling goes. Evolve Wrestling, Ring of Honor, just to name a few. And Retro AG going over the top. Oh, here he goes. He's looking for that unprettier. Oh no, look out! Oh, back suplex countered by Brian Pillman Jr. He had it scouted. To the corner he goes. Oh, back elbow to the jaw. Might have separated. Retro AG, oh, power slam! 1, 2, no, so close for Brian Pillman Jr. All right, to the corner. Off the second rope, what a cutter! What a cutter! 1, 2, and oh no! Separation there from Brian Pillman Jr. Ooh, my goodness! And here we go, it's a slugfest! Retro AG firing! Brian Pillman Jr. firing! And back we go! Seesaw with these vicious strikes to the heads! How much more can these men take? Brian Pillman Jr. Oh, that shot right to the spine! And a lariat to the back as well. And now Fisherman, oh man! 1, 2, 3, no! Springboard, oh no, he slipped! Oh, super kick! A big mistake by Brian Pillman Jr. Oh, look out, here we go, look out! Yes, oh, super unprettier, the retro ride! 1, 2, 3, Anthony Quinn to face Brian Pillman Jr. Oh, she wrote, one mistake by Brian Pillman Jr. and Retro AG saw it and he capitalized. You gotta give it to him. Even Brian Pillman Jr. giving him a slap to the hands, although he's infuriated with the mistake, obviously, but Retro AG is going to go on to the Junior Heavyweight Championship 4-way match this April at Turbulence. The heavyweight champion of Pro Valley. And this place is just, look at the cameras shaking from this place, rocking right now. And it's going to be against each other. And you got to wonder how the friendship is going to hold up. Like I said, this could be a huge strain on the relationship of these two men. To Brandon Webb. Here we go. Oh, no, reverse. Oh, my God. Teddy Good's head broke that steel chair into pieces. Here comes another referee now. Are you kidding me? No. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness. Teddy freaking Goods. He kicked out. The front face lock. Now he's hooking the arm. He leaps off, uses the power, but he can't lift Hammer Tunis. Oh, the backstabber by Hammer Tunis on the champion's spine. Sexy Jesus is going to ascend to the heavens. They say that someday he'll come again and off the
on this situation.
Somewhere he's not used to the heavens. Oh, he went for a huge moonsault and missed. Goods with a super kick. Knee to the face. Brandon Webb to the outside. Oh my goodness. Oh, look out below. Teddy Goods. Oh my God. Oh my. Goods absolutely annihilated Brandon Webb.
Really?
A little bit. I like that he's, you know, he's a go-getter. You can tell right off the bat. I mean, it's a little bit insulting what he said about Bob earlier tonight, but, you know, and I hope what he said doesn't happen, but, you know, make a name for yourself. Sometimes you got to be that way. Evans, caught him early. Oh, my goodness, the first fall. TK Ryan can't believe it.
You can't believe it. Luckily, he's got another fall that he can fall back on, so to speak.
Here we go. Now Dunn shoving Goods away. Rolls up. Here we go. Big time cutter in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. JT Dunn. So close to winning the match. He almost became the top rope heavyweight champion. Oh, Casa. Oh my God. He's doing that fireball. And then he hit him with the helmet. The Devil's Reject into the casket.
Daddy's up in this bitch. What up?
Cut by Denny Miles. Chris Escobar just with a low blow, I believe, on Kenwood. Referee's in the inside of the ring, though. Over the top
What
goes
up?
Wagner Brown to the outside. Miles. Wagner Brown follows it up. Suicide dive. Then Teddy throwing Webb into the corner. Here comes Webb. Look out, back body drop. Oh my God! Oh my goodness! Holy crap! Oh my God!
Daddy's going live. What's up, chat?
Teddy Goods sent the Devil's Reject straight to hell! Absolutely unbelievable! I can't believe it! Oh! Michinoku driver! 2, 3, oh my God, no, it's a 2! It's a 2! As of right now, he's still the champion. Will he be when this ends? Ducks under a clothesline. And a running knee! Danny Miles to the outside! And now here it comes! Guns through the ropes! Suicide dive! By Teddy Goods! Nico Silva got the upper hand for what in the world is Ryan Waters doing right now? What in the world is Ryan Waters doing? Oh, look out! Oh my goodness! Down to the back of Nico Silva! Oh my God, is Nico Silva broken? And now what is Waters doing? Oh! Oh, the ladder's weight came crashing down on Silva! And now we see the sadistic side of Ryan Waters. You knew Ryan Waters would do anything here, and it's, as I said, Brockton Hospital's not that far away. And we may need the services of the ambulances that are outside this TLC match here in Campanelli Stadium. Ryan Waters, went for a suplex, reverse. Oh, a boot by Nico Silva. Look out! Oh, an impaler DDT! Oh, wow, did that catch Ryan Waters? He spiked his head right off the canvas.
Comparison, that's awesome.
Well, these guys earn it.
They are earning it right now. That beginning of the match was
you stupid
no fluke.
fuck. He looks like one of those guys that from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.
It's just so sad. It's just so sad, guys. It's just so friggin' sad. Yo, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a good day. I hope everybody got weird today. I hope you were at work and you made someone uncomfortable sexually. That's kind of what I'm hoping. I hope you were at work and you made someone uncomfortable at work sexually. You know what I mean? Like you did something that possibly could be illegal, but it was exciting enough that you could justify it. Do you know what I'm saying to you right now? Got a lot of stuff to talk about. One of the biggest things that I want to say is I'm excited to say my new sort of little miniature show is coming. It's going to be where we sort of talk about sort of topical things that are going on, but we, keep it to a short. You know what I mean? It won't be too long, and we will put up the clips of those. And I think I was thinking about launching it on a separate channel, but now I believe I'm going to stick it on this one because why not, right? Why not? And as Luke Rojas says in the chat, sexual misconduct is the ultimate thrill. And, I got to agree with that. So, that's fucking crazy. But let's, whenever you can get in there on somebody, whenever you can get one over on an unwilling combatant, that is when you're doing something right. If anybody wants to sort of join us tonight, I don't know if I'm going to put anybody on, so just letting you know that, except for Luke Rojas, because I got to talk to Luke, and we might as well do it on the air while we're here, you know what I mean? We're on the air. If you guys want to support the shows, the streams, and try to get my Monday Night Raw review back here again, You can use the donation link. It's pinned to the top of the chat. You know where it is. It's up there. Remember all the donations down below. And don't forget this. I made a brand new donation the other night. I don't think anybody used it. But if anybody wants to, tonight or at some point in a week or some day down the line, remember, there is a brand new banana donation. It is kind of a bigger one, but it is a $36 banana donation. And if you want to know what that is, give it a try by donating $36 with the Streamlabs link up top. Otherwise, Luke Rojas, we're going to pants him and rape him tonight. I thought you said you didn't want pickles.
I didn't then, I do now.
Oh, yeah. You want a pickle? I have a pickle in my pants. I have a pickle in my pants. That was Leah asking me if she could eat my pickle. And I told Leah that she indeed could eat my pickle. And now and it's actually pieces of a pickle. It's not my pickle. It's pieces of a pickle. So tonight, guys, there's going to be some topics we're going to talk about. We're going to do a little bit of a... Well, I got some things to show you on Twitter. There's some stuff on Twitter that I found like we should discuss. And so we'll enjoy that.
Of course,
what up, sexy?
You got to talk about Star Trek.
No. There's no Star Trek until we're off the air. No Star Trek until we're off the air. I promise you all. But boy, is it kicking ass. Let me tell you something. It is kicking ass. Wait till tomorrow night's episode.
And you must be so like just pleased with yourself because how many months did you tell us? I don't know, guys. Something looks different, and none of us believed you.
Remember
and then
that?
It turns out you're right.
How fucking crazy is this? I mean, I really was tipped off because some of the most vicious, angry people, you know what I mean, saw it and were saying like, "Holy shit!" So it wasn't like I just made that up. You know, I had a real good reason. But yeah,
you must be catching. You must be catching the normal, like, regular Star Trek fans so, like, off base because they're going to your channel and they're like, oh, who's this guy? He's talking about Star Trek. And then you make that video that you made on those two haters. Like, the first thing you say is, like, I wonder how these two fuck. I bet it's fucking weird and gross.
Well, I will tell you one thing. The maker of the show, the guy who wrote this season and the guy who directed it, and the guy involved in all of it, Terry Metalis, enjoyed the fuck out of those videos, and talks to me. He talks to me about the videos on Twitter, which I would think that he would say like, this guy's fucking nuts. I'm not talking to this person, but no, he fucking messages me and fucking loves it. So that's fucking crazy.
Well, you know, obviously you're you're being positive towards him. So I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure if you were like, I'm just being honest, fuckface.
Well, I'll be honest with him. I think
honest opinion.
I think he is scared of me now. I think he hates me now, but he's being nice. So actually, I do think I don't think he likes me anymore, to be honest. Based on just sort of like a vibe I got. I don't know what I did, and I don't know what happened, but what I will say is, still it doesn't matter. Trek's been good, but
maybe it was the song you made about his penis.
Did I make one about his cock?
I think you said something like Terry Metalis, his golden cock, or you said something crazy.
Well, I know I just made one earlier about I'd suck Kurtzman's dick. Did you see that? Is that what you're talking about?
Why? I don't know why you would want to suck his dick.
It goes like this. Look, you haven't seen this? I think it goes something like, is this the one you're talking about? This might be what you're talking about. I don't know.
Might be.
He's back and he's not afraid. He's in control and Ranker's free.
No Lord, added that in.
Wolf was a pacifist. Now he's going heads up. Believing the bad guy. He's drinking chamomile tea. If only he could kill that annoying rappy.
It might be this. This might be why he doesn't like me anymore.
I'll be honest. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, you show his picture.
What do we got to do to get more Terry Trek? We're calling this season of Picard Terry Trek, by the way.
It really is. Star
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah, we love you. Watch this part.
I would suck Kurtzman's dick.
I'd suck Kurtzman's dick.
If only we could get more Terry Trek.
I would suck Kurtzman's dick. Oh. I don't think the Star Trek community has ever seen anything like me.
I don't know why you would suck his dick though. He's the one. He's one of the people who ruined Star Trek.
Yeah, but you know what? But here's the thing. I believe that no matter what, when good stuff happens or bad stuff happens, it really doesn't matter. Like he just goes, okay, this guy might be good for Trek, and then he goes, go do it. I don't know. And then that guy goes, I gotta go. And then he goes, okay, you do it, whatever. He don't really care. So like, I want to praise him, even though he doesn't have much to do with it when it's good, because you bash him, even though when he doesn't really have that much to do with it when it's bad. Do you know what I mean? But he does, he does make that little decision.
I wouldn't praise him for it, but I'd at least say, you know what? I'm not a big fan of Alex Kurtzman, but at least he hired Terry Matalas, but I don't know if that's worthy of me sucking his dick, you know?
Dude, I'll
making
suck
a
him
song
off.
about it.
I will suck him off. Let me tell you that. I will. At this point,
I'm sure people are getting annoyed at the Star Trek talk after we promised.
Yeah, we
none.
should stop. But we will do that later on the Star Trek channel. But listen, I got some stuff and some topics we're going to bring up, and this is what I want to do. And I was talking to you off air. I'll just do it on here. I don't care to talk to you about whatever. But yeah, so my idea is that we just talk about topics like we always would. And, maybe once in a while Dan Kennedy or somebody else is on the call with us too. That's cool. But I'd be happy if it was just you and me too. But basically what we'll just do is we'll talk about shit. We'll just talk about the topic and we'll upload it. It'll be maybe a 4-minute to 10-minute video. And that's it. Those are each topic. And that's something me and JB were going to do, but we never could get it together way back in the day.
Then JB killed himself.
Then JB killed himself and burned his whole house and family in a fire. Yeah. And then now I believe he's alive in the Appalachian Mountains somewhere right now. So I don't think.
Oh yeah, you know it. He's somewhere hidden up in a shack playing Skyrim, but he's only letting he only turns it on so his main character can scroll around while he does shit in the background of his live stream.
Right. Wow, everybody.
That's all I remember.
I showed my new Twitter account, which is not really me on Twitter. It's the producer of this show. That's not me on Twitter. I showed the producer of this show's Twitter account, and everybody just went and followed it. That was crazy. Like, they were like, oh, they found me, like, very quickly. They were like, oh, my God. But, no, there was I will say thank you to the individual who gave me his Twitter account. That was very nice. I mean, I was just lazy. I didn't want to make one, So he was like, here you go. And I'm like, okay. Cool. So, yeah, if you really want to follow the producer that produces my show on Twitter, then go ahead. It's at MetaWorldOnline. So at MetaWorldOnline is the Twitter handle if you want to go follow the producer of the Joe Cronin Show, who's not me.
That was nice of him.
Isn't that nice? But now I gave that to the producer. It's not mine.
So you don't even control the Twitter? Like you don't post anything?
No, I only post Cox.
You?
Yeah, he posts it for me. I don't even know who he is.
Gotcha. I mean, I don't even use Twitter anymore. No. Mostly because I forgot my password and then I could never get in. And I was just like, I'm not gonna try to get an appeal for it because I don't fucking like it.
I'll tell you, that's a real retard thing to do. Forget your own, password.
Well, no, it's like if I wanted to, I could get it or I could find another password or whatever.
Yeah.
But again, it's like I didn't really use it that much before I lost the password,
Right. So you were like, this is fine.
I used it more. Shut up. Did you just call me a loser?
No, I said, so you were like, oh, this is fine. Like, I didn't use it anyway.
Yeah. Well, because I only made it originally so I could make rant lines when you still did that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Then, that got phased out.
Well, I like Twitter because, like, there's so much content that can come from it. That's what I like about it. I don't really care. And here's the other thing, dude. If I didn't have Twitter, I wouldn't be able to By the way, everybody, if you can, go comment on my Star Trek tweet that I put out there. By the way, if I didn't have Twitter, I would always have some kind of access to some kind of Twitter, even if my name was Flower Dick. You know, because I mean, like, I just look at the people that I meet on there all the time. I mean, it's just like I get in touch with people. Like, it's like I'm fucking, you know what I mean, the showrunner of Picard. And so many other people. Like, I mean, just it's ridiculous. But yeah, here you go, boys. You want more? And there's my Terry Trek song. So if you're on Twitter, go to @MetaWorldOnline and go ahead and retweet my my song and tweet it and comment down below on it and just get it going because we need more Terry Trek on TerryTrek.com. Go there and sign the petition. But so we'll go through some of this shit, you know, that I found on Twitter. You know, because there's a lot of shit on Twitter. And some of it's really funny. And I do have to be careful when I, you know, get access because the fucking stuff, you know, you want to fight with people on there, you know. You want to go after, you know, and you just see crazy shit. Like, for instance, I'll show you in a minute. There's like, where is this thing? You'll see. This is like all like this. Like, so Brendan Fraser the other day, Brendan Fraser won the award for.
He won an Oscar.
He won the Oscar, yes. So he won an Oscar, and this person couldn't wait to write this retarded thing on response to it. Fat Doctor. I don't know what all these flags mean, by the way, but Fat Doctor is UK is the name person of the whatever. Once again, just a reminder that The Whale was written by, directed by, and produced by 4 thin, white, rich, able-bodied, cisgender men. Like, all those fucking things.
You know what? Before you even continue, the word cisgender, like, nobody knows what that even means. Like, right. I don't know what it means.
I don't know what that means either.
Stop fucking saying. Because most common people who aren't weird fucking Twitter-obsessed losers don't know what cisgendered means and are going to just assume that it's some sort of sexist thing that you're saying. Because that's what it sounds like to me.
That's the person, by the way, that's saying this. Like, and I'm not...
Is that a Hogwarts Karate character?
You know, I didn't know that Mr. Potato Head came in retard. Like, I didn't know that was a thing for Mr. Potato Head, but apparently that's...
I believe that's a girl.
Oh, I give up.
Or lesbian or trans. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, this is the person that's upset about this. I mean, listen.
Her cheeks are all red from being slapped in the face with dildos.
By life. Yeah, and the big and the Wicked Witch of the East knows. I mean, that schnauzer is fucking huge. Like, I mean, like,
that or her face is going red because she's about to have a heart attack.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Everything about whatever that is terrifying. It says Dr. Asher, Dr. Asher, Larmy. What the fuck? The name is... I'm trying to figure out what's worse.
Wait, what did the rest of the tweet say? So...
Dr. Asher Larmy, he.
Founder of No Way campaign
against weight stigma
and fat oppression. By the way, there's no such thing as a fat oppression. It's people saying stop being fat. I'm fat, and I don't get offended when people tell me not to be fat anymore for my health.
Yeah, you're a big dude. I mean, and you're a big guy.
I am pretty big, but you know what? I hold my weight a little bit better than you would think.
No, but you look right.
I don't.
Like, what? I want to tickle you and stuff. Like, you look like a fun... Yeah, you're like the Pillsbury Doughboy or man or whatever the hell it is. Like, I want to just tickle you.
Do you think that will work with the chicks?
Yeah. There's some girls that love a big, bubbly, like, whatever. So then it really comes down to personality. So you've got to have the personality.
I got a decent personality. You know what's funny? I was talking to these girls the other day who recognized me.
And by girls, you mean little boys.
Well, how'd you know? Anyway, I was talking to these girls who recognized me from high school, and they thought I was this really fat kid who did these impressions one time in the school talent show. And I knew who this kid was because people have mistaken me for him before. This guy is like 3 times as fat as I am. Like he looks like 3 of me in one body.
Jeez.
He used to wear like basketball shorts during like when it would snow and shit. And be like, oh, I'm not cold. I don't even need a jacket. And he would wear like a Pokeball book bag. So he was like the biggest dork loser ever, and he was a nice guy. But people used to mistaken me for him, and I would get really pissed off. So the fact that these 2 girls who thought they recognized me thought I was this like Pokemon loser didn't really do much for my self-confidence. But like as I was thinking about it at the register, I was like kind of laughing to myself. But then I realized that they're still up there, so I'm trying to hold in my laughter. So I made this like weird noise that was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what that was.
Oh my
And then
God.
they looked at me very awkwardly and kind of left quickly.
Yeah, that's something I would have done or whatever, but not.
No, you wouldn't have. You would have gotten laid.
Oh yeah, right. You're probably right about that. But no, I've had problems, with I can't remember right now, but I know I've done goofy shit like that. Let's go to the donations real quick. Oh, my fecal matter.
My fecal matter's on the floor, but it's okay, I am a horse.
Brian Jardine was $1 shy of the new dono.
It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matter's on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matter's on the floor. It's okay. My fecal matter's on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matter's on the floor. It could be worse on the floor. My fecal matter's on the floor. Fecal matter's on the floor. Fecal matter's on the floor. But it's okay, I am a horse. It's okay, I am a horse.
Cheers.
My fecal matter's on the floor. On the floor.
Beautiful turds those horse take. Brian Jardine.
Love from Liverpool, Joe. You get me through night shifts.
Oh, brother, what's up, man? Thank you. Shout out to Liverpool. I get you through night shifts, and it's nighttime, right? Well, it's early, right? It's like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I don't know, man. But yeah, hopefully there'll be quite a bit more content coming again soon. I'm gonna be trying to put more in to see if I can get more out and do the right thing, and then maybe we'll do better. And it will be a lot of non-wrestling content on this channel for the first time. It will be something quite different, I think. We'll do wrestling content too, man, and I'm going to do a lot of stuff. So,
Speaking
yes.
of wrestling content, I know you didn't get the chance to do a Raw
Oh my
review
God.
last night.
I'm so glad you brought this up real quickly before you even say whatever it was you were thinking. That Brock Lesnar almost thing, that botch, dude.
What was the botch exactly? Was it him throwing him over the ropes?
Yeah, almost was supposed to pie face him into the rope, or no, yeah, pie face him into the ropes. So Lesnar backed over the ropes, like went backwards over the ropes, like you see that happen sometimes with big guys, and he couldn't get him over. He like gave up on it, and Lesnar didn't get over, and it just looked awful. It looked so bad.
I did think it looked awkward, but I guess I wasn't paying attention to it close enough because I just don't remember seeing too big of a botch. I liked the whole thing with Brock stepping on Omos's foot. I thought that looked kind of like it was almost a good segment. know,
it was almost good. I basically gave up on Raw. At that part, I gave up on Raw. I was like, okay, I've had enough of Raw at this point.
I didn't give up on Raw because I think the first hour or so of Raw was really strong. Like the crowd was really hot when Edge came in, the whole announcement for the Hell in a Cell match. Hell, even that tag match of Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis against the Judgment Day was getting good heat and good reception from the crowd. And then of course when Cody came out, the fucking place went nuts. But
Cody was great. Yeah.
I think after the Cody segment is when it really took a downturn and it just started to just become really mediocre. And then the main event kind of felt like nothing happened, even though it was a big street fight, you know? There was no advancement in the bloodline storyline. So I get that you realistically you have 4 or 5 shows left until Mania, but I mean, I feel like we should be getting a little bit more advancement in some of the major storylines. I don't know what they're going to do for SmackDown, but I know Roman's coming on to Raw next week.
Well, I hope he brings a strap on and money. Now, really quickly, going back to the Drew Carey, or I'm sorry,
Drew Carey. He does look like
I
him.
said the same thing.
Yeah.
He looks like Drew Carey.
He does, doesn't he? Look at that with the tux.
And if you noticed, all the Hollywood people were using those big, thick black glasses for some reason.
Well, the other thing that was going on that I found hilarious at the Oscars was like, what's people just shitting on that lady that was interviewing people. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Where, there's a clip of it. It's very funny, and she's just like, it's the guy from England. What's his name? She was interviewing him, and he just basically was like, "Fuck you!" Like, I don't give a fuck. Hugh Grant or something like that. He was just like, I
didn't see
fuck.
that at all.
Okay,
I didn't see anything from the Oscars besides that Brendan Fraser one.
I didn't see anything either. I would never have seen this if I wasn't on Twitter. That's why, like, I'm like, oh, Twitter's, thank God.
Is that the same lady who interviewed Michael B. Jordan but turned out to be one of his bullies?
Oh, no, but I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know. It was just
that
some
was
lady.
crazy.
I didn't get...
Apparently Michael B. Jordan was being interviewed by some lady from E!
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, we used to go to school together. He's like, yeah, I know. He used to bully me all the time. She's like, no, I didn't. He's like, yeah, you did. And it got really, really awkward. It's just like,
wow,
it must be so satisfying for your bully to be interviewing you, like one of the biggest movie stars of your generation,
and then called it out while they're doing it.
I mean, interviewing girl, E.T. from E.T. It's the same girl.
Oh,
that's the same.
Funny.
Yeah, that's probably why Hugh Grant said something.
Oh, yeah, that makes...
No, this guy was just like, I don't give a fuck about anything you're saying to me. It was very weird.
White guy. Okay. I got it. My husband happens to be a white guy.
Oh my God, I don't know what that's a different one. See, there's a whole bunch. It's all the red carpet stuff before that was like fucking bizarre. Like there was so many different ones. Have you seen this one where a young grandson like fucking waffles his grandmother? Have you seen this? Watch this.
Oh my God!
It's like, you hitting on me? Oh, he kicks her right in the pussy. He kicks her in the pussy. Oh!
Oh my God, that's terrible!
And look, he's ready to fight. He's like squaring up on his grandmother, bro.
Damn.
That's fucking
You know
crazy.
what though? From looking at this family, this is the type of family where they use like belts and sandals to hit their fucking kids.
Well,
Shit, I use a
they need it.
goddamn
Looks like they need it.
studded belt.
Well, if someone's threatened to hit me with a belt, I think I would do a Spartan kick. But we don't know.
Yeah.
From this video, he looks like a douchebag.
Well, I'm surprised about that. Here's another woman whose parents should have aborted. This may be, by the way, this will make you throw up, by the way.
Yes, if you're white, yes, you are racist. Even if you think you're woke, we all benefit from oppression. Pretending you're not racist only makes racism grow.
What the fuck is wrong with her?
That might have been the most cringiest video ever. First of all,
It's nice tits.
so you're saying you're a racist. Why are you even allowed to open up your mouth?
Why don't we just all kill ourselves if that's the case?
Yeah, like again, if you're a racist, then why would I listen to you? And also,
Right.
do you think that you're appealing to black people or to Hispanic people because you're calling yourself racist? Because guess what? They don't give a fuck because a lot of them are racist too.
I think she's mentally. This is mental illness. I think.
Shut your fucking cracker ass up,
Shut
you
your
fucking
face.
bitch.
Squeeze your tits until you die.
Yes, you are racist, even
There's a
if
MAGA
And
hat.
what is this singing or whatever chant singing? This is the most annoying shit I've ever heard.
you think you're
Notice how
woke,
her big
we
cleavage
all
is
ben-
showing, so
Yeah, this is. You know
so
what?
she can get views.
I'll fix this for you. I'm a dumb bitch, want attention. My parents treated me wrong. I want to be somebody, but I'm nothing. I hope a black guy rapes me. There it is. Okay, I fixed it.
Dude, while she's being raped by a black guy, do you think she'd be like, "Oh, I don't want. I would call for help, but I don't want to seem like I don't want to seem racist." every like pushed into her, she's just like, "Ah."
Good Lord. Dude, I hope she has a stillborn. Anyway, let's try another donation
She is a
here.
stillborn.
Hey, Bullfrog
Oh,
is
no.
a moron.
Oh, Robbie Hyde. Robbie!
WTF is going on with Bray Wyatt now?
I don't know.
I guess he's hurt? Or is that a cover-up for him being difficult with creative? If you're WWE, do you think he's worth the hassle?
You know,
No.
honestly, it's not even that. Listen, accidents happen, injuries happen, stuff like that happens. I don't blame him for an injury if that's happened. But I'm still going to, it doesn't matter. Even if he hadn't been injured, he's not doing well creatively. He's not going well. But this is an injury. It's not like he walked off. I don't think he walked off. I think he is hurt or something. But
Well, he might have been hurt forever because he hasn't wrestled at all except
Right.
for that one Mountain Dew match.
And he's getting bigger. Have you noticed he's getting huge?
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong? I mean, I don't know.
Honestly, I haven't even been really paying attention to what he's been doing because it is just
Boring.
fucking. It's boring and it is not going anywhere. Anytime you think you're getting some sort of answer or new revelation to the storyline, they take you back to square one, being like him back to being a nice guy again. Like, I don't get it. Is he evil? Is he a nice guy? Is he the Fiend? Is he the game show host?
Yeah. You don't know what
And what does this have to do with Uncle Howdy? Oh, I know. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
'Cause
Did you
it's
touch my
boring.
Uncle Howdy somewhere?
Oh.
You've had since October to do something with this guy, and it felt like they were just randomly like, oh, he's going against Bobby Lashley because we have nothing else for him to do. It's like, why don't you have anything else for him to do? Why did you put him in this 9-month feud with fucking with LA Knight if it wasn't going to go anywhere or it wasn't going to lead to something at WrestleMania? Like, I just don't understand it. Especially with how hyped his return was, how like this brand new music that they gave him, which is like badass sounding, just for nothing to happen.
Yeah. It's for LA Knight to seem cool. Like, I don't know. Like, I like LA Knight. Real
Yeah,
quickly,
LA Knight got more over in that feud where he jobbed out the entire time than Bray did.
Right. I mean, hopefully he's all right and he gets back for WrestleMania. Otherwise, Seth Rollins' WrestleMania is kind of ruined a bit. That's the real problem is if...
You mean Lashley?
But, oh yeah, I'm sorry. But you know what? The other thing I noticed, it's funny because, Bray Wyatt gets hurt and people are like, fuck him, fuck this. Like, Bray Wyatt sucks. Some people. But when Cody got hurt, it was like, he's so awesome for being able to, it's just, people have no patience. Yeah, they have no patience for Bray.
I think it's more of a timing thing where it's like Cody... He got injured and then he still wrestled, but
Right.
even though he knew that he was going to be out for months afterwards, so
Right.
people were still like, "Wow!" The fact that he was able to do that, go into a match, and then have like a 30-40 minute match with Wyatt. This is like the third or fourth time that he's been getting, where he's had a restart of his character or something, and. Now he gets injured, and it's just like, I think people are more mad at the fact that it's like, yeah, that's done. Bray Wyatt's done. He's not.
Yeah.
There's no coming back from this.
He keeps suckering us. Let me move to another story here. Check this out. What do you think about this? Things got so uncomfortable at Twitter that Elon Musk reportedly needs bodyguards to go to the bathroom.
I don't believe that.
I don't know if I believe that either.
Elon Musk
Britney
is
Spears used to have.
he
Britney
owns
Spears used to have
Twitter.
one.
He owns Twitter,
Go to the
but he bodyguards to go to the bathroom.
I don't believe that one
Hey, he's
bit.
doing too much cocaine in the bathroom.
No, see, I think he could beat up any of the, little soy boys that are mad at him at Twitter.
I think that is a completely false statement, or it's like he happened to have a bodyguard with him or something.
Right. So
then-
there
and
you
then-
go. And they said he has to have bodyguards with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the quote. And this is probably just, I don't know. It says, whenever he goes in the office, there are at least 2 bodyguards, very bulky, tall, Hollywood movie-style bodyguards. Even when he goes to the restroom, he tells me. He thinks for Mr. Musk, it's about money. He says cleaning. Yeah, well, he's the richest guy. He says cleaning and catering staff were all sacked, and that Mr. Musk even tried to sell the office plants to employees.
I just don't believe this.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lie, like a really bad one too.
I mean,
He pays him to wipe his ass. I'm Elon Musk. I don't
Couldn't
need
you
to wipe
see
my
him?
own ass.
I don't believe that he got rid of the catering. I don't believe any of that.
Don't you think he would be like on the floor? He'd be like, "We're getting rid of this. We're getting rid of that. We're gonna get rid of all the plants. You want to? Anybody want to buy the plants? Or like, or somebody was like, oh man, I love that plant. You want to buy it? I could see like a joke, like that sort of thing. I don't know, man, but we'd have to find out. Does he really buy plant? I mean, you know what? You got to look for him on Twitter, because whenever stories like this keep coming out about him, and then he's on Twitter and he'll respond to them usually and say like false, or like what, this is definitely not true, or false, or something like that. He'll write something to be like, no.
Isn't that crazy that you can just post something, like you could just write an article about something that, even if it's like it's completely false, as long as it has one tiny little molecule of truth in there, you can make an article on it.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, Robin.
Yo, I've got that too. I'm sorry. But no, it's
I tried to do a Howard and you just did a British.
I don't know what I was doing. I can't do Musk at all. I know that. I can't figure his fucking twang out.
How does he talk?
You go on your first date, it's this.
He doesn't.
Are racist even
He doesn't really have a
if you
British
think
accent.
He's just kind of got like a soft-spoken. He's got no. He
tell
just
them every day.
slurs on. Yeah, he sort of talks quietly. Like he talks like he's afraid everyone else is autistic. He's like, well, that's why we thought we'd do that.
I was just looking at the
the
dailies, and the dailies seem to tell us that we're doing things right.
No, see, he
in,
doesn't even have
these
that much.
areas.
He doesn't have that
Yeah,
much.
he doesn't even a British accent. It's like
No,
weird.
yeah.
I don't. He's Australian, isn't he, or some sort of?
No, he's from South
Oh.
Africa. So the South Africans have that sort of like. Listen, right here, listen to this.
Elon Musk, great to see you. How are you?
Good. How are you?
We're here.
Oh, good. How are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
You know. I know who he sounds
How you
like.
doing?
I know exactly who he sounds like, and who he kind of reminds me of. I'll tell you who he reminds me of. Fucking Clark Kent from Superman in the '80s. Christopher Reeves. That's who he reminds me of. I finally fucking figured. I've been trying to figure it out for a while. Think about this for a second. Listen to him talk for a second, and then I'm gonna play Christopher Reeves.
Injury?
Well, like I said,
No,
AI and
pre-injury.
robotics will bring.
The way he talks, I swear to God, like I'm dead serious. Like the way he talks, kind of like almost like a dork. He's like, well, the way of the robotics. Well, listen to this. This is amazing. I just figured this out. I'm genius.
Bring out what might be termed the age of abundance. Other people have used this word.
He does have a daily term.
But this is my prediction. It'll be an age of abundance for everyone.
Okay, so that's enough. He sounds like a British Christopher Reeves, somewhat.
Age of abundance for everyone. I don't even. Yeah, it's such a strange accent. I can't even.
And now I'm gonna
I
let.
can't even begin to
evil
try to
villain.
impersonate it.
Now I'm gonna play Clark Kent in Superman, Christopher Reeves, and it's got that, to me, similar tone.
Lois? Huh? You haven't been,
Oh, no.
well, I should certainly hope not. Well, let's
Yes.
You see what I mean? That sort of under-trailed, like, well, you know, Lois, you know, we've certainly thought about going to space. Like, he's got that same feel. I don't know, man. God damn it. I've been trying to figure it out. Who the fuck does he remind me of? It's fucking Clark Kent, Christopher Reeves. Unbelievable.
You know, Joe. Yeah, that's you got it right on the dot, Joe.
Yeah, and then the capsules will come down and will land, and then they'll take off again, and we know they'll do it.
Space weapons, yeah.
Space weapons.
Armed space.
My cock's a weapon.
We're gonna blow up Mars.
Hey,
I tell people not to. I tell people not to invest.
I don't agree.
But they invest anyways.
Sometimes I want to rape people who are at a playground.
I don't think I've ever said that before, but I might have.
It might have been that weed that Joe Rogan gave me.
Even though I didn't inhale it.
You know, last night me and my mother were hugging, and I had an erection, and I said to my mom, I said, "That's not for you," and she said, "Oh, okay," and I said, "Well,
you don't know." You don't know how many times I was told you didn't even inhale it, and I was like, what? I thought I inhaled the smoke, and it was crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I had so many emails after that, and the stock dropped, and
the stock dropped a little. The stock dropped a little. You gotta, it's a gamble. You win some, lose some.
You really can't predict. You really can't predict what it will do. So
you can't really predict. I don't think. It's not like there's people's jobs where they predict, the stock market. It's just impossible.
You know what I'm looking at in the future is predicting rape.
It's a funny thing you say rape because we're actually working on something. We're working on something that allows you to get raped, and
well, it's weird because one of the things is that it's a rape fantasy that some people want, but also we're working at stopping rape as well. And I think if I can do well enough for victims of rape and stop rape, it's okay to indulge people who are interested in rape virtually. You know?
And as long as those, and again, we're going to be looking at the numbers every day. But as long as those numbers start to go gradually down, then maybe we can start upping the production of
this rape
device.
Machine.
It's like Bill Gates says, of course. Bill Gates says, he's okay to take a private jet around the world all the time, every day, because he reduces the carbon footprint so much offensively, or defensively, as it were, that it's okay for him to take a private jet every day because it's offsetting the damage he does. Therefore, if we create a virtual reality program that allows people to live out a rape fantasy, then at the same time preventing actual rape, then we can justify it.
It's our new Tesla model. You go from 0 to rape in seconds.
Good. Oh my God!
And we're trying to make sure that because there's what's the statistic? Every 1 in 4 minutes there's a rape. We want to make sure that every rape that happens in the country is from a Tesla device.
Shit bomb.
Oh my God.
What's going on with Bray Wyatt? Released soon?
Oh my God.
People really want to know about Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's released. All I know is that Joe's post said that he just wasn't showing up to events.
Yeah. No, I think he's hurt. It sounds like he's really hurt, Alex Oli. And, I think he's going to work with Elon Musk on rape. It's going to be crazy. Thank you, Alex Oli, for the donation, man. Good to hear you. Good to see you. And,
oh, my God.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
What's happening?
Oh, Big Daddy.
What's happening?
A Big Daddy.
What's happening to my asshole?
Oh, my God. Kablooey.
What's happening to my ass?
You got that BLUMPKIN. You got that BLUMPKIN pussy juice. That fucking cunt. That fucking juice is on the loose.
Oh my God, it's Most Blaze.
Cunt, pussy, juice once it's in my mouth. I'll swallow your juice. Blumpkin, fucking cunt, pussy juice.
Moss Blaze! Wow.
Pussy juice. I want that Blumpkin cunt, pussy juice. Nom 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 nom.
It's a pee break.
Cunt, pussy juice. All I want in my mouth. I can't take all of it. It's dripping down my throat so wet. Blumpkin cunt, pussy juice. Blumpkin cunt, it's all I want from you. I smell it from here, I smell it from there. I eat through your underwear. I nibble it up, I gobble it all. I make your pussy and your panties fall. I wanna enthrall your fucking cunt. Your diva meat is on my front. I'll fucking lick it up my tongue. Blumpkin, oh cunt, pussy juice. That's all I fucking want from you. Your blumpkin, your cunt, your pussy juice. Oh, your pussy's the size of a goddamn moose. I want it so bad I can taste it from here.
Jesus, the song's
munch it, I'll munch your rear.
This is what you get for $100. You get a party. Go 101, you get
I'm
the Kenny
here to
Omega.
pay my taxes to the Cronin LLC fund, so anything goes. Joe's how about point to you while we hear from Joe Dog, Macho Man, and Bret Hart. Here comes Ventura and Tommy taking a shit somewhere. Lil La Familia JCS, we back.
Oh, we back, Moss Blaze! That was fucking crazy, bro. He just dropped $100! Holy shit, dude. Thank you, Moss Blaze. And that gave me some time to swig some water and take a pee-pee in a bottle. So, Moss Blaze,
What was
thank
he
you.
asking? What was he asking? Joe Dog, Macho Man, Bret Hart.
I think he was
Jesse
going
Ventura.
through. I think he was going through like all the voices, like all the impersonations or something. I think that's what he was talking about. Moss Blaze, man, thank you so much, dude. That was crazy. That will get me groceries. It's pretty bad right now that I I need grocery money, and that was grocery money. Thank you, Moss Blaze. You are a sweetheart. And you would think that I would go on with the Raw review if that was the case. That's how much I needed to be on the air. But dude, I'm telling you, Raw killed my soul the other night. I mean, but I could have been tired too, because
I think you were probably just tired because even when a Raw is bad, you usually stream. This is like what, 2 weeks in a row you didn't stream Raw?
I just couldn't deal with it. I tapped out around when Lesnar put him over the top with the pie face didn't work, and I was like, all right, fuck this, and I just went nope, and I went upstairs, and one of my kids was there, and I ended up putting on Star Trek and just laying there, and I fell asleep basically. I was like fucking tired. I was like, all right, I'm going to bed, and I passed out. So. Not the best thing. Stressful time, stressful day. It's a little crazy. By the way, you think the IRS is bad? The Massachusetts taxes are crazier. Mass is worse. Mass is worse. I've been paying
really bad.
Dude, I owed $17,000. I was paying them $600 a month for the last year. I owe $29,000. $600 a month I was paying Mass taxes, and I owed $17,000. $17,000 was paying $600 for a year. You know how much I owe now? I would have thought $15,000. No, I owe $29,000.
It went up again?
Because their fees and their crazy fucking penalties. So it's like, what? Like, that's never going to be paid off. Like, that's never, what am I going to owe them $1 million? Like, what, you know what I mean? So anyway, I told my tax attorney person about it. And they were like, no, we can write something and get some sort of thing to happen or whatever. So he's working on that. Because I was like, dude, what are they fucking crazy? What am I going to owe $400,000 and never pay? Like, what the fuck you know what I mean? Like,
well,
what do you do?
That's the price you have to pay if you want the Bruins to win the,
You know what?
Whatever the fuck it is, the Stanley Cup.
The Stanley Cup? The Stanley Cunt? The Stanley Cunt.
I almost said the World Cup.
I mean, Jesus, bro, though. I mean, I just didn't know the penalties. The Massachusetts penalties are fucking fucked. Like they're crazy. And I can legitimately use, like, you can see the decline of my income started right around after COVID. You can tell it had something to do with that. So I would think that we would get some kind of thing. But anyway, nobody wants to fucking hear about that. The bottom line is I got more on Twitter that we can go over here because there's a lot of shit. By the way, I'm so sad, bro. Diablo 4 is about to come out. Everybody knows how much I love Diablo. I have no time to fucking play it, nor do I have the money to buy it. So I'm not even going to be playing fucking Diablo 4. But I am excited for Diablo 4 still in a way, and I'll be watching to see what happens. And maybe I'll probably, on a Sunday, get to play a little bit and have a little fun. But if I get it, but it's just, it's exciting that they're coming out with a Diablo 4.
How much is
it's
it?
like $60.
You'll be able to get it. You know what? I used to be the same way with things that are like $50 or $60, but I don't know. I feel like you'll find yourself with that type of money sooner than you think.
Maybe.
Now, if you had to get a new console, like I do, if I want to play, Hogwarts, I have to get a new console, or I could wait whenever the fuck it's supposed to come out for pre-gen consoles, which is probably going to be really buggy and lame when it comes out. Hopefully not. I also have to wait. I have to get a Xbox Series X or a PS5 if I want to play the new Dragon Ball game. So, I'm kind of fucked over, like, with what, $500 I would have to spend, maybe even more than that. So compare that to 60. I think you'll be able to get to your goal.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you. Like, I put it this way. I have to pay my mortgage this Friday. I didn't make the commission I needed to make at work. And also I have the IRS payment of $1,000. If you break it, it fucks you over bad. And so all that stuff, I'll have $30. If not, I'll be in the negative and something won't go through. So no, I will not. I'm telling you, I won't be getting it for a while. Maybe a couple weeks, maybe in 4 weeks. I don't know. But here's the thing. Oh fuck! I've lost my fucking. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Here's the thing.
Donate to Joe tonight, and he can be able to get his Diablo 4.
That's not why I'm saying this. No. Don't do that. I don't want that. I'm just saying, like, people are asking me about it, and I probably won't be. And listen, I said that about Madden and NHL in the past, and I was like, I'll play the old ones. It's fine. But it is something. The Diablo 4 is coming out. I mean, dude, think about how crazy this is. And I know that a lot of people don't know this, or maybe you do know this. I don't know what you know. But the fact of the matter is, Diablo 3 came out in 2012. The exact time I launched this channel to start this show, I bought Diablo 3 at Best Buy, 2012. Last PC game I ever bought, a hard copy of it. Sat in my truck and was like, I fucking got it. I was pumped. I came home and I just played the shit out of Diablo 3, and I still play it. I'm playing the season right now. But it's followed me from the beginning of this show to now, and Diablo 4 is about to come out, what, over fucking 10 years later? That's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, well, you know what's even crazy, because Tenkaichi 4, which is a fighting game, the last Tenkaichi that came out was in, fucking 2007, and they finally, they just randomly dropped a trailer for it, last Sunday, and nobody was expecting it, and people thought it was a fake trailer. So it's crazy that, you think, oh man, this can't ever come out, dude. It sucks that they can't make this, and then boom, something like that happens where they just randomly are like, yep, it's coming.
Yep.
We're dropping a trailer just randomly unannounced, and it didn't get leaked either.
Well, what'd you think about the Ninja Turtles trailer?
I didn't even know there was one.
You didn't see the Ninja Turtles
movie?
trailer? It's a movie, yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, and you're not quite. I mean, I'm
not a ninja. I'm not really a Ninja Turtles guy, so.
I mean, obviously, we grew up with Turtles, and it was just the biggest thing going. Like, it was so huge. It was fucking unbelievably huge. Every kid wanted to do the Ninja Turtles thing. Every kid had the cakes, the fucking weapons, the toys. Ninja Turtles.
I saw them in concert.
Dude, they were fucking huge. Like, it was the biggest shit. Like, and
it was crazy that they had a rock band that you could actually see in concert, like Garguts just said.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it was so big. And the new Ninja Turtles trailer came out, and It's a little weird, but a lot of people are hung up on the fact that April O'Neil is a fat black girl now.
Yeah. Oh, that and they gave a Splinter a fucking Jerry curl. It's like so good.
Okay, wait a second. April O'Neil is. I mean, I don't even really care, but I mean, she's always been like an attractive white girl who's skinny. I don't.
A redheaded. Well, but and then
I know.
different.
I know Megan Fox played her, and she didn't have red hair, but still, I mean, how the fuck do you just like? Oh, she's a black girl and she's fat. Like, I don't. Here's the thing. Stupid. I mean, the whole swapping her race is obviously like, oh, look, we're doing something, diversity. We could have wrote original character into it that was black, but instead we made it April O'Neil.
Right.
So it's really stupid.
It's
and then it's also
backlash for that.
It's also like, why do you? There's a reason why characters are drawn to be attractive. Because nobody wants to see a fucking fat person play the main flirt character. I'm sorry.
I will say I don't necessarily agree with that, but I don't want to see people like I don't know, like sometimes it doesn't bother me, but I don't like everything is being recast. Why are all the redheads being erased? You know what I mean? My kids are red. So it's like they don't care. It's like, dude, my kids have red hair.
Oh my God, you're right.
My kids have red hair and they want to erase my kids. And here's the thing. You talk about culture. They always talk about culture and appropriating people and doing and erasing people's culture. They're erasing they're erasing our culture, but not just I'm not saying my culture as in I'm white and my redhead family and stuff. Fuck that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our culture. All of us, black, white, whatever you are. We grew up culturally. Yeah, all of us grew up culturally. Everybody's upset about this. Like people that are black, Hispanic, whatever, they're not happy with any of this stuff either because it's their culture too. It's all of our culture. It's American culture. American culture says, this person looked like this, that person looked like that. And in some cases, the culture we're used to is based on another culture that is a certain way, like the stories that they tell. Like it's like they come from Norse mythology or something, where they're clearly fair skinned or this skin, and I don't know. It's not that big a deal sometimes to me, but sometimes it really is.
Dion Hayes says that they have a black girl in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series for Nickelodeon.
Yes,
but.
Well, also Baxter Stockman. Well, here's the other thing. And then they're black in the some people are black in the comic books that weren't in the cartoon in the 80s. So they actually did that. So there's another argument to be made that although a lot of people grew up with stuff that was like super popular in a cartoon that we all loved at that point, it was also written in a comic book a different way, and that was a comic book people loved. And then they race swapped it for the cartoon. So, I mean, think about that. Are people being hypocritical the other way?
Kaylee Da in the chat also says that you do realize April was originally mixed race.
Yes.
Well, did she at least have red hair?
No, I don't think she did. No, she didn't, because she looks kind of Latino almost in the original comic.
Okay, then I really don't care too much. And then I'm not that mad.
Like they're even ruining the turtles themselves. I mean, did you see what they fucking sounded like? Did you hear what they sounded like? Did you see what they looked like?
Oh yeah, dude. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. But look at this. Now, I just want to say that in the original comic book Ninja Turtles, it's more of a dystopian look, obviously, right? And then you can see clearly but you can see the agenda over time, right? And I think what we can all admit is that there's a trend and an agenda over time. First, there was, the honest writings of the comic book, which is what really we should go off of, right? But then the cartoon and the movie, but especially the cartoon, was like, oh no, it needs to be a white woman and a redheaded with her breasts are out. Look at this fucking. Yeah. I don't remember her breasts actually being out. I don't think they were like that in the cartoon. Maybe they were. I don't know. But
I think they were.
Yeah, I think they were too. And she was like, "Oh, I'm a sexy redheaded white chick." But don't
they do some sort of weird bondage thing with her, where she gets tied up and someone
I'd like to do that.
Oh, someone I don't know if they I forget what happened. You know what? I don't want to expose it too much because I don't want to expose the fact that I masturbated furiously to it.
Well, and then we saw April become different over time, right? Like she's been a redhead here, redhead there. Then she became a kid redhead. Then she became a African American kid sort of redhead, and now she's a chunky little African American redhead. So April is
there is
just
definitely some sort of stigma against redheads.
That is true.
I don't know what it is, but
and there was
this is what.
And here's the thing. There was a stigma against non-white people in the 80s, right? In the 80s, it was, make her white. Like, don't make her, you know what I mean? In the 80s, it was make her white. But then now it's become, oh, no, let's have diversity in someone different than a white person. So you can see how the agenda is over time. So the agenda, there's always an agenda. The argument, and the only place I can go with the argument is, well, honestly, the only person that's right then is the person that says, go with the original work, right? Because go with the original work. Go with an unattractive black girl. You don't even make her an attractive one. I don't even
know. Pudgy mess.
I guess she's mixed race, is what people are saying about the original April, but that's the original April. So I'd rather they go with this than either one. Then if somebody's like, you know what, because look, they already have it right here. If they have a mixed race April, so they got it. Why didn't they make April based on this as a kid then? If they wanted to make April a kid because they made the turtles more teenage like, right? The other turtles are more like sound like 20-year-olds or older people, like even though they're teenage. So they clearly made the turtles teenage, but they made them really teenage. Like they're not like 18.
Oh, dude.
They're like 12. Like they're 13 teenage.
Wait, which one are you?
I don't like the
which
new
one are you
Turtles
talking about?
as much.
The new turtle movie.
Oh yeah. Again, I didn't see the fucking
But
trailer.
but I'm just saying, are we being hypocritical? Maybe people are being hypocritical because we grew up with a certain version. And that's what you want to see. And I'm sure.
Well, think about it like this. You know how Velma, like, she just kind of looked like a nerdy girl, but eventually they started to draw her a little bit more attractive, I guess you could say. Well, in the new Velma, they not only do they swap her race, but now she's like a weird, like, frumpy looking, unattractive, like.
Yeah.
And she's also like really mean spirited and not nice, so you don't really relate to her or care about her. So I think it's like something like a subliminal thing where it's like, oh no, we're doing this because of diversity. If you don't like these characters, well then you're racist. But we'll also make them really unattractive looking, and we'll make their personalities ugly, and we'll make them the cringe character that says all the soapboxy SJW things that we need them to say. So hopefully that's not the case with April. But they tend to do that with characters that they race swap. Those are the characters they use to be like, oh my God, everything was so much better when white guys weren't around telling us what to do.
Yeah.
Fucking.
They made a new. They had made a new turtle. It was Venus, and she was a girl, and they hated that. So it's like there's no win.
They made a girl version of. Okay, first of all,
I wanted to bang that turtle.
That was like in a terrible Ninja Turtles VHS movie, right?
No, this is no. This was fucking Saban had bought the Power Rangers rights, and they were doing like Saban series style, kind of like Ninja Turtles for the Power Rangers. It was weird. They made the Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles mixed up together on like a 3-series episode, and then Saban took over the Ninja Turtles and made a new character, Venus.
And she had didn't she have like boobs and shit on her shell?
Yeah.
I think people just didn't like that because it was low production quality and it didn't look very good.
Remember when Michael Bay made a Ninja Turtles movie and it was just so retarded? Like it was like, oh my God, dude.
And remember when he didn't even put who were the main henchmen in the Bebop and Rocksteady?
Yeah.
He didn't even put them in until the second movie.
Yeah, and well,
they didn't have him in, and they didn't have him in any of the original movies, right?
They didn't have him in the original because there was like a rights thing. They would have to pay all kinds of money or something. So they were like, "Fuck this, we'll create our own characters." So
well, that's also
why.
something that you would find happening a lot in like 80s movies, like for instance in the Masters of the Universe movie. I think there was like only 1 or 2 of the bad guys besides Skeletor that actually were on the show. The rest of them were just like random, like just people that they made up.
Maybe they did,
or they didn't give them any costumes that like really matched them as their characters.
Yeah, I don't even remember that. I remember there was a few people missing, but they used a few of the people. You know, most of them.
They used that. I think they missed out on a bunch. Like,
yeah,
didn't He-Man have like a tiger?
Yeah, they didn't have that in the movie.
Trapjaw or whatever.
That would have been cool. Imagine that. And then it ate one of the stunt actors, and they had to kill it.
No, instead it focused on Courtney Cox, like, you know, her parents died or something in a plane crash.
Oh, wait a second. Look at this. Do you have any comment on this, Elon? Oh, I guess not. Okay, never mind. Let's go to the donations, everybody.
I couldn't see what it was.
Oh, the new banana donation.
I'm just a banana living my life. I'm just a banana trying to survive. No matter what you say, you can't take my pills away.
What the fuck is this?
I'm just a banana living my life. I'm just a banana trying to
I don't know why it's playing on a 666 donation.
Look and you'll find I'm just a banana, so please don't eat me.
Look at those teeth. Bucktooth fuck.
OG came down there from the OG. Love you, Joe. Hope all is well. Fuck wrestling. Rather turn gay than to consistently watch that shit again, but fuck it.
Hey, thank you, Sasha's Mouthblood. I have no idea why the KANE donation didn't play and why this played. This is supposed to be the new $36 donation.
Gotta fix that glitch.
I got a glitch.
Hey, do you still have the Roman Reigns fist song?
I think so, yeah. I could find it.
Shit bomb.
I could find
Bray
it.
kind of ruined his brother's wrestling debut in a way. Uncle Howdy and Bray's characters are dead, which is too bad.
Yeah. No,
Hopefully he comes back.
You know what? No, if Bray is hurt and he can't compete, you just have Uncle Howdy come out, and then it's his brother, and then it's,
I think they're gonna give up on this whole thing. I think they're gonna scrap it soon.
Really?
And might just do a repackage of Bray Wyatt again.
Package.
I don't know, because like, what are you gonna do with this? There's nothing to go on from here. Like, nobody cares. First of all, like, nobody gives a fuck. I mean, Bray Wyatt still gets reactions because his namesake and because he, like, people know who he is. But nobody can tell, like, I don't know anybody who is genuinely interested in this storyline or has any care at all of who, like, of what Uncle Howdy is and if it's Bo Dallas or not. We all know it's Bo Dallas. Nobody really cares, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but just, you know, make him come out, maybe make him act different, you know, just do something, right? Because otherwise, I mean, we don't know what the injury is to Bray. We don't know what the injury could be. A fucking pulled groin. Maybe he's cheating on his family again with some other woman again. And he's going for
but at the same time, it's like it's just like, you know what their, like, track record is, what Bray's track record is with his promos. You're never gonna have 1 week where he comes out and then just, like, lays it all on the table and it's like, oh my god, we're finally getting advancements in the storyline. Instead, it's like, next week I'm gonna talk about the thing that you all want me to talk about,
but you know what,
this week I'm gonna sit around
it's
not say nothing.
Luke, it's Picard season 2. Bray Wyatt is Picard season 2. You get no answers, really, and it has nothing to do with anything, and you want to shoot yourself in the head. Bray Wyatt is Picard season 2.
When I look up to the stars,
See,
I
he's
kinda wanna
even got
see where they were gonna go with it, though. Maybe
they
he
were gonna
entered
go
his fucking
nowhere.
checkbook or something.
They were gonna
You know,
go.
see,
He's just
sometimes I look up to the
maybe he
stars.
he
Sometimes
saw
I
his
see.
checkbook and he was just like, saw his checking
Sometimes
account and he
I
was just
see
like, yo,
Uncle
I'm not getting
Howdy
paid
in
for
the
this.
stars.
Sometimes I
gonna
look up
tell
at
you
the
my
stars.
paycheck.
You know, Bray, I look up at the stars and I think we are more. Like, imagine Picard and Bray, like, back and forth, fucking just going on
But
and on about
what you
nothing.
don't understand, Picard, what you don't understand is I got something so deep inside me that I want to let out. I can't let it out. I gotta keep it inside.
I feel the same way. I get that way when I stare at my home from space. Earth.
When I think of Beverly.
Dude, it's just so like it's the same type of thing. It
bomb.
really is.
What up at Joe Cronin Show? Toxic
What up?
Tuesday is Parabellum tonight.
Toxic
Fox,
Tuesday.
Foxy and I still need to see it, so showing love to my other subs. Hail.
Joe's Atmosphere. Thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Toxic Tuesday is a good name. That's what I should have called this, yeah. If that's what you're saying, I'm not sure. Because it is a fucking Toxic Tuesday tonight with everything we've talked about, especially with what we said about Elon Musk and rape earlier. Really appreciate that, though. You're right.
What was the picture that you showed earlier that you wanted Elon to react to, but I couldn't see it on your Discord?
I couldn't get it up. That's why. Well, that's flip that. But no, I couldn't find it. That's why it wasn't you. I couldn't do it.
Okay.
Garguts is horny.
Does anybody else still have their Christmas tree up like
You all have
idiot?
decided to take
my God.
your hard-earned money
Shit.
and to fund my show, to fund what
And then
I
Colonel
do,
Stutters drops the
fund what I
36
believe in,
donation.
to fund my
And then that doesn't play the donation.
KCS
What the
Army.
fuck? What is going on?
Donate to me.
Colonel Stutters. I gotta figure out what's wrong with this.
Acknowledge me.
Oh, it's not set to $36. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah, that probably explains it.
What a dumb person I am.
Wife and I are watching through Voyager for the first time.
Wow.
Goddamn, Jeri Ryan is sexy.
Oh yeah. I think
my
she's
God, yeah.
she's still hot on Picard right now. Colonel Stutters, thank you for the $36. I'm gonna replay the banana one for you in a minute. My bad.
I think she's a bit hotter on Picard than she was. I mean, on Voyager, she was absolutely fucking sexy, but I don't know, for some reason I find her like hotter as a MILF, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Now she's
You know, she's at this point she's at what's her name? Who was the captain on Voyager? Captain Janeway.
Oh, Janeway.
She's
yeah.
Janeway's age now. And I always thought Janeway was super sexy, even though she was like, you know, probably in her 40s or 50s. Just something about her that seems just a little bit more professional. Like, oh man, she's gonna take me to school.
Oh
Did
yeah.
she take the Rock to school in that fucking episode?
Take me to school and fuck my head in.
Her
What?
and the Rock fucking fought. Her and the Rock fought in an episode of Voyager.
You know who?
No.
I know who she looks like now. I'm trying to figure it out. I know who Jeri Ryan looks like now. She looks like Kim Basinger, kind of. You remember Kim Basinger?
Mm,
A little bit like that.
No.
I mean, wow. I just realized that. That
She
just
kind
hit
of looks
me.
like the sister from that '70s show, the one who died in real
Oh,
life.
Yeah. The one who. No, I'm just sorry.
No one
I'm
deserves
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
oh shit!
Oh, that's fucked up. Let's see. Wow, she is
That-
unbelievable.
Is that what we're gonna say? Like when one of these days Jeff Hardy like gets like overdoses or something? Or are you gonna just be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Are we all gonna lie here and say he didn't deserve it? I mean, he had how many chances?
Oh my god. I'm trying to find a Kim Basinger at like around the same age. I actually think Jeri Ryan does look better. I think she's aging better. Jeri Ryan is aging better than Kim Basinger. I think.
Fuck yeah!
Probably
don't
because
know.
she lets herself age and doesn't fucking. I mean, I'm sure she's gotten her face touched up a little, but some of these celebrities just go crazy with it.
I got this. Okay, I think I've got a pretty good comparison photo picked out here. So let's take a look at this. I mean, so
my fucking tooth hurts so bad.
Oh, you got one of those problems too?
You know what it is? It feels like, you ever feel like you have a magnet pulling your tooth? Like that's what it feels like.
Yep.
All day I've been having to do that.
Around the similar ages here, I mean, I have to go Jeri Ryan. I think wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeri Ryan. Yeah.
What do their labias look like? Let's see.
All right, what the hell?
Although that isn't the most flattering picture of Jeri Ryan because it kind of makes her jaw looks a little awkward.
Well, I don't think I don't think it's the best of either of them, and you can't see Basinger's cleavage.
Tits.
Yeah, so she's kind of screwed over there. Like Jeri Ryan's like shoulders are showing and stuff.
Don't you want Jeri Ryan to like while she cuddles you and coddles your head?
Yeah.
You just like feed off of her.
Like milk off, like suck off, like feed milk from her. Yes, I want that to happen.
As she says loving things to you.
Oh yeah, I feel like she is loving too. She seems very sweet. Like I really like Jeri Ryan. Like I met her for 2 seconds once a long time ago, and she was very nice.
I'm sure when you met her, she would have appreciated to know that years later you would be on the phone with a 20-year-old and a AC repairman or whatever the hell Garguts does talking about her tits.
In a good way. I mean, she's very hot.
Yeah, in a very good way.
When I was little, I really wanted to bang Basinger too. I think I was probably 9 or 8 or 7, and I was like, ooh.
Who is she? I've never seen her before. I mean, I'm sure I have, but
she was in so like she was in like My Stepmother's an Alien.
Oh yeah, that classic that I've never watched.
Yeah, you never seen that. That's too bad. There's like these
She was in that movie, My Mom's an Axe Murderer.
Well, hey, that's the villain from the Picard season 3 is in that movie. So I married an axe murderer.
8 Mile.
By the way, I know that people really like her.
She's the woman in Batman, the 1989 Batman. She's the girl. She's whatever. She's Batman's
Really?
thing. Yeah, she's the lady. Seen that, right?
This girl you're talking
Didn't
about,
she play
or the girl that is the villain?
Vicky Vale, right, or something like that.
Vale, yeah.
So the girl who's you're talking about this girl or the girl who's the villain in Picard?
No, no. So Kim Basinger is in the original 1989 Batman movie with Michael Keaton. She is Vicky Vale, or whatever her name is. Look at that.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
And so that was back then. But no.
Who's the girl? Who is the girl who he dates in Batman Forever?
That's Nicole Kidman, isn't it? Or is that the other movie after that? They all get blurred together for me at this point. But also Rojas Vatican Picard season 3 plays the crazy bitch from So I Married an Axe Murderer. So if you have seen that, she's the axe
It's
murderer.
crazy that I brought that up.
it is.
Or no, I think it's a different one. It's not My Mom's an Axe Murderer. It was something else.
It's better than So I'm in Love with a Child Molester. That movie is really weird. That takes a very strange. Now, if you guys haven't seen,
in love with a mass child murderer. Mass murderer.
So I'm in Love with a Child Molester. If you've ever seen So I'm in Love with a Child Molester, it is one of the It's one of the saddest movies ever because she loves him so much. But she's not willing to, lie for him. And so in the very end, when she turns him over to the cops and they search the basement, she's just left sad and broken with the, anyway, I don't want to spoil the rest of the movie, but
it sounds more like I think that you have a comedic title there. Why would
I don't know. I thought it is a funny movie up until the end when you realize so the movie basically is very strange. It makes you think that it's all a joke you know, that it's not real, that that's not really happening. But then in the end, you find out it really did happen. And so then it blows your mind because you've been laughing the whole movie at the idea of police investigating this innocent guy who's in love with his wife and all these other things, and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm not a molester," you know, and all these things, and it's very crazy. But then at the end, when you find out he really is a molester, and then it is very, and then you feel disgusting yourself because you've been laughing at it all, and you actually liked the guy, and then you find out that he's, you know, the evil personified, and it's a hard hitting movie. Yeah, classic. Like, and when they find Benjamin's pubic hair in the sock drawer, that's when I tapped out. Anyway,
it's a new Predator movie, right?
Yeah, it's called. They should have called it that. They should have just called it Predator. It's called James Gunn the movie. So Rojas is having some kind of problem with his connection. Let me see. There we go. You better, Rojas? It might have worked now.
I don't know what is going on with my Discord, but like every 5 seconds you guys keep like freezing and then I have to rejoin the call.
Okay. I think I fixed it. I think I had to make the call bigger because it wasn't big enough for 3 people, but somehow Gargot's got in here and I don't know how that is. But it might be because maybe Gargots has mod abilities.
Somehow he was able to sneak into the country, so, you know.
He might have mod capabilities. Let me give you those capabilities. Okay, I gave you mod capabilities, Rojas.
Holy shit.
That fixes it.
What?
You just advanced my power level.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, now you have a lot of power.
Oh, Super Saiyan 2.
There you
exactly.
go.
There you go.
So now maybe you can... Now you won't get... I think now you won't get booted, no matter what.
That's fucking lit.
No, it'll fix stuff.
I think.
Holy crap. Think about all the people whose lives they've had to like uproot so they can have money to donate to this show. And I'm just some fucking asshole. I'm just some fucking asshole. And I get it for free.
You're welcome.
I'm still staring at this photo of Jeri Ryan's tits.
She looks great there, huh? I mean, that is...
It's a little weird. It's a little weird for me to be attracted to her because my dad's name was Jerry.
That is weird. That's JD's name. Nash Hugo, thank you for subscribing. What's up, Nash?
Yeah, no wonder why I can do such a good impression of JD.
Hey, maybe stop glamming your son. Maybe your son's glamming you.
Duncachino? Don't mind if I do.
80TR.
That's my name. Duncachino. It's a whole new game.
Yeah, Duncachino.
You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Sup Joe, how's your evening? Sorry I haven't stopped by, been busy with overnight shift. Also, have you tried Resident Evil 4 Remake demo? I'm excited for Budokai Tenkaichi 4 as a Dragon Ball fan.
Well, so isn't Rojas, 80TR.
Yes, it's gonna be fucking lit, ADTR. You don't really care, Joe, but Tenkaichi 2 is my favorite game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, right next to Red Dead 2 and Grand Theft Auto 4. And then Tenkaichi 3 is also spectacular. And these are like some of the biggest character rosters in fighting games. Like there's some of them like 90 different characters and then like 70 different transformations for them. So and they all have different move sets and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see if they follow through on that in Tenkaichi 4. But we might get a bunch of DLC, so it's like you might only have like 60 characters that are already unlocked for you to play, and then the rest of them are either DLCs or, you know, characters that you have to unlock because of the game or some shit.
Well, then,
for
you know,
the events in the game.
ADTR is never going to be off Twitch streaming then because he's going to be jerking off on that game like crazy.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, those games, like, you don't even have to be a Dragon Ball fan to like them because they're so fun.
No, yeah, because they're fighter games, and you can understand. You probably learn a lot in the game about a lot of Dragon Ball.
I wouldn't be
powering up that shit. Luke, do they still do it with fucking cards? Or do they do it with when you power up your fucking character? No,
I mean, I
know they
remember
changed it a few times.
In Tenkaichi 2, I remember that you just had to like buy items and you had to mix them with your character.
They were like the capsules.
Yeah, exactly. Like you would eventually, if you would win enough fights or something like that, you get like a certain capsule or something like that that you would put with your character. Some I'm gonna tell you what, Tenkaichi 2 is a fucking grind fest, but it's so worth it when you get your character to like a purple health bar, and he's just fucking, he's just
Extra health bar.
unstoppable. Yeah, I think that they're probably gonna do like the whole card system, like you said, where it's like, oh, you might get a bonus strength or some shit if you buy this random card pack or whatever. I just hope it's not too full of it, because I was really disappointed with Fighter Z when the roster was, it's a decent sized roster, but then like all of these other characters that you actually wanted to play as, it's like, oh, that's DLC. Oh, you want to play as Goku base form Goku? You gotta get the DLC for that. It's like, why? It's available in every other Dragon Ball game.
Yeah,
but
maybe that's why.
Did
I guess.
Did anyone else notice on Monetize This when I fell asleep in my chair, and as soon as I fell asleep and was gone, Jesse showed up? Anybody else?
I noticed that. It was annoying too.
See,
it was weird. It's weird.
I told you.
Then well, no, he was waiting for you. He was like, "Where's Joe?" I'm
Oh,
like, he's
I passed out in my chair.
You were still on Discord.
Well, I recorded the whole thing, so I'm going to be uploading soon, unless there was something said on the show that it shouldn't be there. But unless somebody said something fucking horrific or something, I'm going to be uploading. I think it's like 7 or 8 or 9. Dude, 8 hours. How long, Garga? You guys were. I woke up several times throughout the night and like rolled over in the other room of the basement because I eventually got up out of my chair and walked over and fell asleep there, not even realizing that the show's still on, really. And then I woke up and I still heard voices out here laughing and talking, and I'm like, "Good Lord, you guys were talking for like 8 hours."
Yeah, what happened was that Shell showed up too.
Yeah, I heard Shell too. It's all I've got it recorded. I'm gonna upload the audio to Patreon so people can hear it, and it's on your channel too. But I mean, some of it wasn't. But the first hour or so wasn't. Or a couple hours. It was just holy fuck, bro.
So Shell wanted to talk to Jesse. Jesse leaves. It's funny you say that because Jesse leaves and Shell shows up. But Jesse, I think he broke his nose, and there's footage of it. I have footage of it.
Oh, really?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do we have a timestamp?
How did he break it?
You can play what I did last night, and it's at the end of the show.
At the very end?
That entire thing.
Oh, my God.
How did he break it?
He got too excited. He was drunk with a wine bottle, and it just slipped out of his hands. And
ow. That really sounds like it hurts.
And that's why he left?
And, yeah, he goes, oh, fuck, it won't stop bleeding. I think I broke it. I broke it. He was just, and I go, what happened? He starts laughing.
The one time he's not on mute, he breaks his fucking nose.
That's pretty fucking.
Well, you know
funny.
what? He joined the call. He joined the call on Monetize This, and he was muted the whole time, and it was annoying. It's just like,
probably wasn't his fault.
I just don't get it. No, it was because it's like even if Joe's not here, you don't have to not talk. I don't know.
It was just pain or
Oh,
something.
is this it right here? I think I found it.
You got it?
Did you?
It hurts.
What did you do?
Sorry.
Oh my God, Gar. What the fuck?
I broke my up.
I broke my arm.
Looking that shit. Oh.
Has he done it yet or here?
Yeah, he's doing it right here.
Oh, yeah, partner. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was it right there, right?
Oh no, that's not it right there.
Just like I let go Elizabeth.
Oh,
Eat friends after that.
partner. Oh my God.
You're gonna
Oh my God, he's fucking. He's eating. He said, "Sit on my face."
Oh yeah, you're gonna make me come.
Oh, is that it right there?
Yeah.
Licking that shit. Oh.
Maybe he did rub his head into it.
Just like I let go Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to see where he. Oh, he might right there. Look like right there.
Right there.
What did he do?
He like he bashed himself in the fucking nose right there.
Sit on my face.
Yeah. And then he's bashing his face.
And then he's like, "Oh fuck, oh bro, he bashed the fuck out of his nose right there."
Jesus Christ!
What a fucking
I
idiot!
was tripping out, dude. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" I was like, "Dude, it's your birthday tomorrow."
Oh my god.
Look at him. He's looking.
Dude, I think I broke my nose.
No, no.
I broke my nose.
Wow.
Shut the fuck up. You did
My
not
nose.
What are you,
I
my
broke my nose.
How could you think? And again, how could you think this guy?
There was no.
How he's not on drugs? Is that what you said?
I was gonna say I was trying to tie it back to earlier with the crazy lady that you showed.
Yeah.
How could you think this guy was racist? I mean, come on. He's just some shirtless redneck-looking guy breaking his nose.
Bashing his nose in, looks like a skinhead.
Oh my god.
It's a wine bottle.
Oh, you're
That was
gonna
the weirdest wine bottle.
Aren't you? You're gonna get Stabbing Westward near you soon, Garguts.
Oh yeah.
They're coming out to where are they going? Dallas and San Antonio or something? I forget.
Yep. I already saw the tickets. They're fucking expensive.
Really?
But that's
Jesus.
what they're estimating them to be.
I would have thought they would be like $20 or something. That's fucking
Shit, the other
crazy.
day, fucking Mushroom Head came down here with Fear Factory, Static X, Dope, and that thing was like $185. I don't know.
Wow.
Like that. The fuck?
Fuck that.
Yeah. If they go to the same spot where I think it's going, they charge a lot there. Live Nation charges a lot. I don't know. I fucking hate Live Nation.
Jesse got a deviated septum on his birthday. Here's the donation. Oh, there it is. Colonel Stutters.
Oh, you got it?
Just a banana living my
Look at this
life.
fucked up banana, bro.
Just a banana trying to survive. No matter what you say, you can't take my pills away. I'm just a banana living my life. I'm just a banana trying to survive. I'm just a banana, look and you'll find I'm just a banana, so please don't eat me.
Oh my god, his eyes shifted.
Wife and I are watching through Voyager for the first time. Goddamn, Jeri Ryan is sexy.
Yeah, man, let's see your nipples. Colonel Stutters, thank you for the $36 earlier. Now I played it the right way. And thank you, man. I'm going grocery shopping courtesy of you and Moss Blaze and everybody else. Thank you for the donations. If you guys want to donate, the link is up top in the chat. Click the like button. We're almost at 100 likes. If you got no money, you can click the like button at least. Stick the thumb up my ass. Luke Rojas is here. We're having a good time. And pretty soon, some clips of me and Rojas, and maybe Garguts as well, and maybe whoever else happens to be on the call at the time. When we record, we'll be out. New little 4-minute to 10-minute upload show, and it'll be coming soon. So that'll be a lot of fun.
And we'll be talking about wrestling. We'll be talking about Star Trek. We'll be talking
Nipples.
about some crazy shit that we find on Twitter, like this dumb bitch saying that all white people are racist.
Right. There's a lot of psychos on Twitter. There's a lot of funny shit on Twitter. So, I mean, we're just going to go through it. And, you know, it allows us to comment on everything for 3 to 5, 6 minutes, whatever we can do. And it'll be fun. We'll have a lot of content out of it.
And if you know, certain topics nobody knows what we're talking about, like, or if I don't know a certain topic, it allows us to move on quickly instead of like relegating an entire hour to that
Or
topic.
just shit on it. We can just shit on it. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this too, by the way. Daniel Briere's son, which I can't believe Daniel Briere's, I think this is his son, was at a college party at a party somewhere, or a nightclub, and he plays hockey. Obviously, Daniel Briere is a very well-known hockey player, and his son is now in college playing hockey for one of the teams out there. And apparently, I don't know, like he shoved a guy's wheelchair down these stairs, and people are just losing it. Like,
What the fuck?
What?
That sounds awesome.
I don't know what happens here. This guy comes up the stairs, and I don't know what happens here. This guy walks up the stairs, and he points at the wheelchair. This guy in the green, he points at the wheelchair. He's like, hey, that wheelchair is something, something. And then, obviously, Daniel Brayer's son is the one with the white cap on the right. And he's sort of like, oh, this wheelchair? And he goes, now, I don't know what he's doing here, but it looks like he's saying, oh, it's mine. Or, like, get your own. Or, like, no, this is my wheelchair. Like, it's almost like he's saying that's my wheelchair.
You know, he said, he turned to him and said, push me down the stairs, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's being said here, but this guy comes up randomly from the bathroom downstairs, and out of nowhere, he just sort of sees the chair and starts saying something like, and I don't know what he's saying. And then the Daniel Briere son looks at it and then decides to sit in it. And then that guy just leaves. He goes, okay, I'm out of here. And then Daniel Briere sitting, and then they laugh right here. So that makes me think they're pretending it's theirs, and that guy's looking for a wheelchair. I don't know. But so then they get up, and then they fucking just like just fucking throw it down the stairs and then leave. I don't know what the fuck the point of this was.
Yeah, I guess that guy is looking for. Why would there be a wheelchair outside of a desk?
Well,
this sounds like something that Joe would do when he was
You're
drunk.
right. But no, I'm thinking somebody in there is got to be in a wheelchair maybe. That's what I was thinking, is someone in there needs the wheelchair. And
I'm thinking that, yeah, somebody needed the wheelchair, but nobody was sitting in it, so they were probably thinking, who, like, in their drunk mind, were like,
yeah, they're drunk.
What the fuck? We don't even need this.
I mean, here's the thing. On a scale of one,
walk, but not really walk.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what like sorority or college white males on a hockey team can do, you know what I mean? Like, if you were to say, like, what's the least harmful thing? Like, you know, rape a girl, beat up a guy in the lot outside, you know, like something like that. But like throw
wheelchair down the stairs.
I didn't have throw a wheelchair downstairs on my bingo card of things that were going to get them canceled, you know?
And you know what? I thought you said that like somebody was in a wheelchair.
No, that would have been way funnier.
Downstairs.
That would have been funny.
That would have made sense. Throwing a wheelchair down this. You know what it is? It's like one of those stupid things that you do as a kid that like you would get suspended for, and like you would think, why did I fucking do that? That was just so stupid. That's kind of the case with this, where it's just like, I was drunk and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's all. That's
like,
what I think.
Now
it
you're
is.
Canceled. Now you're canceled.
Like bro, fucking, I don't know, bro. Like it could go just like this. Like, I don't know, dude. Yeah, bro. And then she was like sucking my dick. And hey guys, is that my friend's wheelchair? I think that's actually my friend's wheelchair. He might need to get to that later. So if you could
my
bring
friend's got cerebral palsy.
No, bro. This is my wheelchair, dude. Look. This is my wheelchair, brother. Oh, okay. I'll see you later. Yeah.
I'm gonna go
what
try
a
to get
fucking
fucked.
idiot. What a fucking loser. Fuck your wheelchair. Yeah, fuck your wheelchair. Fuck you, wheelchair. Faggot. Like that. That's what happened, right? That's what it seems like happened to me. But is that they're trying to cancel them? And do you know about this hockey team people and chair?
And why are they having like this party? Looks like it's taking place in like the same place that you'd have like an AA meeting, like that big,
like the vets,
big
the vets
staircase
building
up there.
That's pretty funny. I don't know. But what I do know is schools are safer from guns. Because check this out. If a school shooting starts in your classroom, now we have this bulletproof safe room.
Glass door.
And it is bulletproof, apparently. Look at this.
Yeah, but what?
And you see her ass jiggle?
Oh, she shot.
There you go.
Think
Look
of
at
this
that.
long?
Why not just leave it like that? You know?
What,
so, I don't know.
And what school is
get all the
willing to?
kids
What
in
school is
there.
willing to fund it too? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's got to be a $10,000 item.
They won't even get us new fucking computers.
Yeah.
in the school.
You can't even get the teachers fucking pencils and pens.
They're gonna install a bulletproof. If there was a solution to stop all of fucking school shooting forever, and it cost them like more than $1,000, there's no way they would fucking use that option. They would just be like, well, yeah, you're gonna have to be careful.
Wouldn't it be funny if it just fell over onto her? It would probably kill her, to be honest. That probably wouldn't be funny.
Let me
but...
see this, because your
Is it
stream
lock?
keeps cutting out on Discord.
Look on Discord. Oh. Look at that, man.
It just, it keeps disconnecting. That's
I can't get
annoying.
I can't get over that. That's just fucking. I mean, like, I get it, and I'm down. Like, if I'm kind of down for anything that could help people, but I mean, bro, by the time you're pulling that thing, you're all dead.
Mm-hmm. Can you push it and like kill them?
Can
too?
I see
Push them?
I'm trying to look at this.
Watch the.
So you
YouTube.
build it over your classroom.
Yeah, you push it up against the wall. It folds in up against the wall, but then you pull it and it expands and rolls open.
Why not just keep that up the entire time?
That's what I said. Just fuck it. Leave it up. Leave it right there.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know, but how many
Guys, I
classrooms
know
have
that this
room?
is meant to keep us all safe, but I don't want it up.
All
So
everybody get in the box and I'll touch you. All right. Just
their
very-
solution, their whole drills, by the way, when I went to high school,
Yeah.
it was just like you sit under under a desk, basically.
Yeah.
And that's your drill. And then somebody would knock on the door, being like, "It's the Bordentown." Oh fuck.
Well, but and also they're showing the shooter how to do everything. You know? By the way,
like, oh yeah, we're like, it would always be like, oh, it's the cops, blah blah blah, and then like, the whole time everybody was just thinking like, fuck, couldn't this guy just like go to school with us,
Right.
and decide, oh yeah, I learned everything from
I know
from
how all the
watching
safety message. I know exactly the procedure. By the way, another thing, Rojas. Joe Biden said the other day that he had an epiphany in high school. He said this the other day. He said Joe Biden said this. He said, "I have an epiphany that in high school I had an epiphany where where basically he began to support gay marriage and gays."
He must have had a similar epiphany to support, races going on the same bus together.
Yeah, so exactly. So Joe Biden the other day was like, well, I realized in high school that gay marriage was a good, that I accepted it. But then here's Joe Biden, like, way after high school.
Yesterday and tomorrow in the Rose Garden to talk about a constitutional amendment to ban gay marriage.
And we're going to debate the next 3 weeks, I'm told, gay marriage, a flag amendment, and God only knows what else. I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man.
Can you believe this? Think about this. Joe Biden voted for the Defense of Marriage Act. That sounds like something a Republican would make. And he voted for the Defense of Marriage Act, which is to protect marriage between a man and a woman. Yet he says, I love gays in high school.
Man and a woman, and states must respect that. Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment?
I couldn't even
Marriage is
tell that was
between a
Biden
man.
because it sounded like a coherent person.
Yeah, he actually sounded like a person again.
Although he does look like he should be hosting one of those like Christian miracle shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna touch this lady and she is going to be healed of all of her ailments in her life.
Well, he looks
And
like
then
he's
he's trying to, like,
selling
sell his
coins.
book.
Looks like he's selling coins on like a late night infomercial. and you'll get 2 Buffalo Bills if you just go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, what if the gunman's already in the class? I think it's supposed to be that, like, if the shooter is going on in the school, there's a lockdown notification, you can pull that out and everybody can just go hide in it or whatever. I think
I feel
that's...
like it really, like, if there was a school shooting, realistically, right? It's probably going to start in the front of the school. It's going to start in the lunch area when
Okay.
people are all going to, get into their classes or something. So instead of like going to a class and hiding, what the smart thing would be? Okay, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, maybe the
because there's
escape.
exits everywhere now. There's exits everywhere.
Yeah, they could just
So
save
the
money
only-
and make a hole in the wall, basically.
Yeah, the only option for like a student, if they really like, you know what I mean? Like if they really want to live and not get killed, is instead of sitting ducks, just go out the window or just run as fast as you can out of the building. And the fact that schools don't teach this, and instead they're like, well, actually, everybody should just remain calm, hide under their desks, and wait for the police to show up. And it's like, realistically think like, or do you really realistically think that students are going to follow that?
I mean, I
'Cause
don't
they're
think
not.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they can follow anything. You know, no matter what it is, you're never gonna be prepared for all this type of shit. You know, unless the teacher, even if the teacher had a weapon, right? Even if the teacher has a gun in the desk or a gun in her pocket or whoever they are, someone busts open the door and starts going, "Gah, gah, 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 gah." Yeah, the teacher's gonna be able to stop them maybe stop them and whatever if they can get to the gun in time. But still, there's gonna be some damage done still, because you're just never gonna be. Unless you lock every door and window, have metal detectors and security, pretty much like you're not always going to be able to stop this shit. Like,
Well, it's not even stopping. I guess it's just like nobody go out there while the shooter's still active. But there's been cases where the shooter has been active for a multiple amount of times, or not amount of times, but you know what I mean, for a very long period of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, how many people does he decide, okay, well, these doors are closed, I best start breaking them down? How many people get shot and killed because of this dumb hide under the desk rule?
Well, and
instead
look
of, hey, let's go outside of the windows that are in every classroom.
Yeah, can you imagine Uvalde too? Like the Evo General said, it's like, dude, you're always supposed to believe and think that the cops are coming to save you. You would think that that's what would happen. And Uvalde is like despicably insane. Like, we all talked about it here. We would have ran in there. Like, I mean, all of us. I know you would have. Like, there's no way that you wouldn't have run in there. There's no way that I wouldn't have. If I had a weapon and I'm a cop, there's no way that I'm waiting to, like, oh, just wait here. We're all going to wait and go in and wait. No. There's no way that I'm waiting. And I'm going in there probably recklessly. Like,
You'll probably be able to, again, the guy who's a shooter, yes, he has a more advanced rifle than usually what cops have. Although nowadays, since like the North Hollywood shootout, the cops don't fucking carry around just like, you know, revolvers. They carry around like, you know, they can actually have those types of like AR-15s and shit, right? But just one cop is probably a better marksman than some dweeby teenager with an AR.
Yeah.
I've been practicing with bottles all day, all month.
Well, he's practicing on
just for this moment.
I just can't believe like I don't know how you don't run in. Like, I don't know how you don't. And especially if you have buddies there. Like, they had all the cops around them. I've been like, dude, we're going in.
You could just fucking, oh my God. You know how many dreams or daydreams I'd have in school? Just like, I hope there is a shooter, but like he doesn't kill anybody. But like I get to sneak up on behind him and be like the hero.
I know what you're talking about, because I did that same thing, because Columbine happened right as I was going to high school. Columbine happened. So every once in a while I thought about that. Like, what if somebody did that? You know what I mean? So like, it was going on when I was in school. It wasn't as prominent because that was the first really sensationalized big situation. And you know, it was a joke in school. People would joke about it. Like, my buddy had a trench coat and people would call him Columbine and shit. Like, I mean, that was just like, you'd be at lunch, you'd be like, what are you going to fucking Columbine?
That still happened in our high school.
Yeah, see, like, it's just that started right away, right when that happened. It was what Columbine, I think, was 99. And I came into high school in
I remember
01.
the whole school, we all had to stay at school like, I think like 30 minutes longer than we usually did, because there was like a threat of a school shooting, and like, oh my God, everybody was so scared that there was a shooting. And it turned out that a kid in art class, like, he had a glue gun, and he like jokingly pointed it at his friend. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you or whatever. But he was like making a joke. And so they literally had a lockdown because of that.
Right.
And we were at school 30 minutes more than we should have. And people were getting texts from their parents like, "What's going on?" You're saying there's some sort of lockdown. People are getting freaked out all because of a little joke with a glue gun.
Right. Yeah.
And they were able to find out. They were able to find out as soon as it happened that it was a joke. But for some reason, they still locked down the school. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. That's how like hyper crazy all the schools are because of this shit. And yet, all of their protocols are like some of the dumbest protocols I've ever seen. It's just like it's literally just like a lawyer wrote it up. Like, what is the best way for us not to get sued or like be liable for something? Just tell them all to hide. Don't try to run. Don't try to escape. Don't try to just hide, and then wait to be shot.
You know what I would do? I'd like cut myself so I was bleeding everywhere, and then just lay on the ground. Or I'd start. You know what I thought about too? I would jerk off, like look at him, and I would take all my clothes off. I would take all my clothes off and start beating off, because he would not. He'd be like, he would not see that coming.
He'd be like, "Oh, hey, bud."
Like, whoa. I'd be like, and if I was a girl, I'd be like, put the gun down and fuck me.
Nah.
That's what
You know how many girls have? You know how many girls have probably tried that?
It's true.
To only get shot in the head.
We definitely
about school shootings.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but Mustafa, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
That's my name.
Well, no, I was talking about him in the chat earlier. But if you want to be Mustafa, you can be him. But I don't know, bro. Garguts, thank you for stopping by. Rojas, we'll talk later, and we'll figure something out, man, where we can record some shit. And I'll use this show tonight to clip some things, and I'll come up with something cool, and we'll figure it out, man. And then we'll do some Star Trek Picard, because
we'll have to get to it. We'll have to get
to Picard. And everybody in the chat.
And by the way, I really did like the last episode that I saw.
Oh yeah, no, that was great.
When's the new one coming out? Like at 1 or at 2 o'clock in the morning or something?
3 a.m. on East Coast. It's 3 a.m.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
I personally think. Well, I'll tell you off air. Well, I personally think 4 is the best episode so far this season. I
like that 4 was a good. It felt like a mid-season finale, and
yeah, well, it was the end. It's the end of the first act. So there's 3 acts,
and I really like the whole from episode 3 carrying to episode 4. I really loved the whole like portal trap. I thought I don't know if they've already done that before, but
never seen
it was
that.
really exciting.
Yeah, never seen that. It was really cool. And I also
Very cool. And sorry.
No, I was pumped for that Red Letter Media the other day. Have you noticed that even though it's fun to watch them react to it, it's not like their old ones now because they like it, so they don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like they're like.
I think they really are. Like sometimes they'll. And they've always done this, but they get a little bit more off topic, and they start just talking about like Star Trek in general, and they start going over older episodes. When it's like that, you know that they like the show.
You're right,
because
their review isn't the greatest.
Because even they'll be like, we don't really know what to say, Yeah,
they're like, we like this, I like that, and so there's no jokes to be made, really. They don't. And
it's more of like
sad.
It's more of like minor likes that they have for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think they love it, but they're definitely like, I'd rather be watching this than anything Star Trek related in the past 7 years.
They're the barometer too, but it's like the best thing that came from the terrible seasons of the previous Picard seasons is their reviews.
In Discovery.
Yeah, in Discovery is their reviews are fucking hilarious. So even if the show sucks, but their reviews are fucking hilarious. But now the show's awesome, kind of, and their review is just kind of like, oh, okay.
I think their reviews are still funny. I like them, but I think
Daddy Joe, what up?
What up, Randy Viper? I'll be your daddy all night. Randy Viper, thank you for the $2.
I'm sorry, Randy Viper. I didn't mean to talk over you.
It's all right. We got to get out of here anyway. Good night. we'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I'll be live. I might go live in the middle of the day because I got time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
Luke
Everybody
Rojas.
have a good one.
Keep it hard.
I'm gonna get some food.
All right, Garg, let's get some food, baby. Me too. I'm hungry. I'm hungry as fuck.
Same.
All right, good night, boys. You guys did great, by the way. I had a blast. Talk to you soon, Rojas. I gotta send you my fucking numbers.
Something that might be helpful. And worst case scenario, I think we solve some important brain.
Guys, thank you very much to everybody who's been hanging out tonight for over 2.5 hours here with us. Hit that like button. I really appreciate you guys being here, man. You guys all have a safe night, safe day. If you missed this stream, go back and watch it from the beginning. I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff. And seriously, thank you to Most Blaze. Most Blaze dropped $100, man. Thank you. He fucking saved my fucking world. As well as Colonel Stutters and everybody else who was donating tonight. Joe's Atmosphere, Sasha's Mouthblood, ADTR, Randy Viper, Hollywood Guy, Brian Jardine from the UK, Liverpool, Robbie Hyde. What the fuck is going on? What up, Robbie Hyde? Alex Oli, Joe Bishop, Jennifer Muppy Baby, and everybody else who's been here. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Injury.
Twice for
spinal
AEW
injury
Dynamite
issues,
in the middle of the
and that's still
day.
a great outcome.
Right. Best case scenario, we may discover a new human possibility. Telepathy you've spoken of, in a way,
Conceptual
connection with
Telepathy. We've got lots of telepathy. The stock dropped, and I
The
said...
stock dropped a little. The stock dropped a little. You got to, it's a gamble. You got to win some, lose some.
You really can't predict. You really
And then,
can't predict what it will do. So
You can't really predict. I don't think. It's not like there's people's jobs where they predict. The stock market. It's just impossible.
you know what I'm looking at in the future is predicting rape.
It's a funny thing you say rape
Mars.
because we're actually working on something. We're working on something that allows you to get raped, and
Well, it's weird because one of the things is that it's a rape fantasy that some people want, but also we're working at stopping rape as well. And I think if I can do well enough for victims of rape and stop rape, it's okay to indulge people who are interested in rape virtually. you know.
and it's as long as those. And again, we're going to be looking at the numbers every day. But as long as those numbers start to go gradually down, then maybe we can start upping the production of
this
rape device.
It's like Bill Gates says, of course. Bill Gates says, he's okay to take a private jet around the world all the time, every day, because he reduces the carbon footprint so much offensively or defensively, as it were, that it's okay for him to take a private jet every day because it's offsetting the damage he does. Therefore, if we create a virtual reality program that allows people to live out a rape fantasy, then at the same time preventing actual rape, then we can justify it.
It's our new Tesla model. You go from 0 to rape in seconds.
Good. Oh my God!
And we're trying to make sure that because there's what's the statistic? Every 1 in 4 minutes there's a rape. We want to make sure that every rape that happens in the country is from a Tesla device.
Shit bomb.
Oh my God.
What's going on with Bray Wyatt? Released soon?
Oh my God.
People really want to know about Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck.
When you play your little fuck games.